Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Devi FEJER ANGGRAENI with NPM 2341165 Class MNJ23C. And in this learning video we will discuss a very important topic in the world of work, namely occupational health and safety K3. This topic is very relevant to all of us, both those who are already working, are interning, or who will enter the world of work. By understanding the principles of occupational safety, we not only protect ourselves, but also create a more productive, safe, and comfortable work environment for all. So, make sure you watch until the end because there will be a lot of important information that you can apply directly in the world of work later. Health and safety in the workplace refers to a set of principles, practices, and regulations designed to ensure that every worker can perform their job in a safe and healthy environment. This concept goes far beyond just preventing accidents. It includes the overall well-being of employees, from physical safety to mental and emotional health. For example, in an office setting, this may involve ensuring that equipment like chairs and desks are ergonomically designed to prevent strain injuries. In industrial settings, it may involve installing protective guards on machines and ensuring proper ventilation. A key part of workplace health and safety is identifying potential risks before they cause harm. This proactive approach means evaluating workspaces, tasks, and tools regularly. It also involves educating everyone, from top-level managers to new hires, about how to reduce hazards. When safety is prioritized, not only are employees better protected, but the business also benefits. There are fewer disruptions, better employee morale, and a stronger reputation. Ultimately, health and safety are investments, not expenses. Slide 2: Objectives of workplace health and safety. The main purpose of implementing occupational health and safety in the workplace is to create a safe, healthy, and productive working environment. However, more than just preventing accidents, K3 also focuses on how to maintain the physical and mental well-being of workers as a whole. One of the important goals is to prevent and minimize the risk of accidents and occupational diseases. Every job has different potential hazards, whether from machines, chemicals, or even work pressure. With the K3 system, companies can identify these potential hazards early and take preventive measures. In addition, K3 aims to ensure compliance with applicable regulations and laws. Many countries, including Indonesia, have strict regulations regarding occupational safety standards. Compliance with these regulations not only protects workers, but also protects companies from legal risks and financial losses. Another goal is to increase productivity and work efficiency. When workers feel safe and comfortable, they tend to work more focused, faster, and make fewer mistakes. This has a direct impact on the quality of work results and the company's profits. Occupational health and safety also play a role in building a positive work culture. Companies that care about employee safety will build better working relationships, create trust, and increase employee loyalty. This can also help reduce high turnover and absenteeism rates. With all these goals, it is clear that K3 is not only an obligation, but also a strategic investment for every organization that wants to develop sustainably. Furthermore, the implementation of K3 also has a positive impact on the work culture and image of the company in the eyes of the public. In the digital era, it is known that a company's reputation can be easily seen by the wider community, including how they treat their employees. Companies that are known to pay attention to aspects of work safety tend to gain more trust from consumers, partners, and even investors. This is not only about maintaining a good name, but also part of corporate social responsibility, CSR. K3 also plays an important role in supporting long-term operational cessation. By minimizing work accidents and health problems, companies can maintain workforce stability and avoid major losses due to lost work time. This efficiency and desire are becoming increasingly important in a fast-paced and competitive industry. Slide 3: Common workplace hazards. In the world of work, risks and dangers can appear in various forms. These dangers can be clearly visible, but there are also those that are hidden and not immediately felt. Therefore, it is important for every individual in the work environment to know and understand the various types of hazards that are commonly encountered. Physical hazards are the most easily recognized, such as slippery floors, loose cables, excessive noise, extreme temperatures, and moving machinery. These hazards can cause immediate injury such as slipping, falling, or being caught in machinery. Chemical hazards include exposure to toxic or flammable materials such as solvents, acids, toxic gases, or cleaning agents. Long-term exposure to these chemicals can cause respiratory problems, skin irritation, or other chronic diseases. 1. GIs. Biological hazards are common in the medical, agricultural, or food industries. Examples include exposure to viruses, bacteria, fungi, or biological waste that can transmit infectious diseases. Workers must be equipped with protective equipment and strict hygiene protocols. Ergonomic hazards are often invisible, but their impact is huge. Examples include poor sitting posture, lifting heavy objects incorrectly, or repetitive work without rest. These hazards can lead to muscle pain, spinal injuries, and chronic fatigue. Psychosocial hazards include excessive stress, high work pressure, inter-employee conflict, harassment, or discrimination. If left untreated, these can have a negative impact on workers' mental health and reduce overall performance. Recognizing these different types of hazards is important so that companies can develop appropriate control measures, from training, use of PPE, to changes in work design. The earlier a hazard is recognized, the greater the chance of preventing an incident. Slide 4. Roles of employers and employees. Dalam panarapan kasehatan dan keselamatan kerja, keberhasilan tidak hanya ditentukan oleh aturan yang dibuat, tetapi juga dari bagaimana seluruh pihak menjalankan peran dan tanggung jawabnya. Dalam hal ini, baik pemberi kerja employer maupun pekerja employee memiliki peran yang sama pentingnya. Peran pemberi kerja meliputi penyediaan lingkungan kerja yang aman dan sehat. Ini berarti perusahaan harus melakukan penilaian risiko secara berkala, memperbaiki potensi bahaya, memberikan pelatihan K3 kepada semua karyawan, serta menyediakan fasilitas dan alat pelindung yang sesuai. Mereka juga harus memastikan bahwa semua sistem kerja yang digunakan telah melalui proses pengujian dan layak secara keselamatan. Tidak hanya itu, pemberi kerja juga bertanggung jawab dalam membentuk budaya keselamatan kerja di dalam organisasi. Artinya, keselamatan harus menjadi bagian dari nilai dan kebiasaan perusahaan, bukan sekadar formalitas. Peran pekerja tidak kalah penting. Pekerja harus mematuhi semua prosedur keselamatan, menggunakan alat pelindung diri dengan benar, serta melaporkan setiap potensi bahaya atau insiden yang mereka temui. Mereka juga harus aktif dalam pelatihan keselamatan dan tidak mengabaikan hal-hal kesal yang bisa berpotensi membahayakan. Kerja sama antara kedua pihak sangat penting. Ketika pekerja merasa didengar dan dilibatkan dalam proses K3, maka kepastian dan partisipasi mereka akan meningkat. Begitu juga sebaliknya, ketika manajemen memberi contoh yang baik, maka akan tercipta lingkungan kerja yang aman secara menyeluruh. Budaya keselamatan yang kuat hanya bisa terwujud jika kedua pihak saling mendukung dan menjalankan perannya dengan serius. Slide 5. Personal Protective Equipment (PP). Personal protective equipment (PPE) is essential equipment designed to protect workers from hazards that cannot be completely eliminated through engineering or work procedures. The types of PPE vary greatly depending on the type of job. In construction, for example, hard hats, steel-toed boots, and reflective vests are mandatory. In a laboratory, workers may need lab coats, chemical-resistant gloves, and safety glasses. In the medical world, masks, latex gloves, and face shields are essential to prevent the spread of disease. However, the existence of PPE alone is not enough. PPE must be used properly, stored properly, and checked regularly. Companies need to provide proper training on how to use, care for, and the limitations of each type of PPE. Unfortunately, many workers are still reluctant to use PPE because they feel uncomfortable, restrict movement, or are not used to it. Therefore, a consistent educational and disciplined approach is needed. Companies can also involve workers in choosing the type of PPE that is most suitable and comfortable to use. In addition, PPE should be part of a larger safety system, not the sole solution. Other preventive measures such as equipment engineering, improved work design, and strict supervision must still be implemented. Proper use of PPE can be a lifesaver. Therefore, every worker must understand that wearing protective equipment is not an option, but an obligation. In addition to use and maintenance, It is also important to ensure that the PPE used meets the quality and safety standards set by official institutions, both nationally and internationally. Non-standard protective equipment can provide false protection and actually have the potential to endanger users. Therefore, companies need to procure PPE from trusted manufacturers and conduct routine inspections of the suitability and service life of each piece of protective equipment. Education and training regarding PPE should not be a one-time event, but rather should be carried out periodically and in stages. The goal is for workers to continue to understand new risks that may arise along with developments in technology, work materials, or production processes. Employees also need to be trained to be able to recognize signs of damage to PPE and to immediately report it to be replaced before it causes an accident. In addition, it is important for companies to build collective awareness and safety regarding the use of PPE. This means that each individual is expected to not only be responsible for themselves, but also to remind each other among coworkers if someone is negligent in using protective equipment. This spirit of mutual care can strengthen the implementation of occupational safety as a whole. Slide 6: Emergency procedures at work. Procedure darurat adalah panduan langkah demi langkah yang harus diikuti ketika terjadi situasi berbahaya atau tak terduga di tempat kerja. Tujuannya adalah untuk meminimalkan risiko cedera, kerugian, dan kecelakaan saat terjadi insiden seperti kebakaran, gempa bumi, ledakan, kecelakaan kerja, atau kejadian darurat medis. Setiap tempat kerja harus memiliki rencana tanggap darurat yang tertulis dan mudah diakses. Rencana ini harus mencakup lokasi jalur evakuasi, titik kumpul, petugas tanggap darurat, serta prosedur penggunaan alat pemadam kebakaran dan pertolongan pertama. Penting bagi setiap karyawan untuk mengetahui peran mereka dalam kejadian darurat. Apakah mereka bertanggung jawab membantu evakuasi, memberi pertolongan pertama, atau hanya mengikuti petunjuk evakuasi? Pelatihan dan simulasi darurat segera berkala sangat dianjurkan agar setiap orang terbiasa dengan prosedur dan tidak panik saat kejadian nyata. Selain itu, komunikasi saat darurat juga sangat krusial. Perusahaan harus memastikan bahwa sistem peringatan seperti alarm, pengeras suara, atau pesan darurat dapat bekerja dengan cepat dan jelas. 3. Setelah kejadian darurat selesai dilakukan evaluasi menyeluruh. Apa yang berjalan baik, apa yang harus diperbaiki, dan apakah ada korban yang memerlukan bantuan lebih lanjut. Evaluasi ini menjadi dasar peningkatan prosedur agar lebih siap di masa depan. Dengan prosedur darurat yang jelas terencana, dan dilata secara rutin, perusahaan tidak hanya melindungi nyawa pekerja tetapi juga menjaga keberlangsungan operational business. Slide 7: Benefits of a safe and healthy workplace. A safe and healthy work environment provides tremendous benefits, not only for employees but also for the company as a whole. When health and safety are a priority, the impact is felt across many aspects of operations and work culture. For employees, the most direct benefit is the protection of physical and mental health. They can work calmly without fear of accidents or health problems. This contributes to increased motivation, sense of belonging, and job satisfaction. Employees who feel appreciated also tend to be more loyal and less likely to resign. For companies, a safe working environment will reduce accident rates and absenteeism. This means reducing medical costs, compensation, and production disruptions. In addition, companies can also avoid legal sanctions or fines due to occupational safety violations. On the other hand, a healthy workplace will improve the company's reputation in the eyes of the public, investors, and potential employees. Companies that care about safety are generally more respected and considered socially responsible. Furthermore, safety culture drives operational efficiency. Work processes become more organized, risks can be minimized, and everyone works more consciously and in a structured manner. The end result is sustainable business growth. Thus, occupational safety is not merely an administrative obligation, but an important part of a long-term business strategy that brings many benefits to all parties. In addition to the direct benefits to health and work efficiency, the implementation of a safe and healthy work environment also has strategic applications in business continuity and company competitiveness. Companies that consistently maintain safety standards tend to be better prepared to face crises, such as pandemics, natural disasters, or other operational disruptions, because they already have a structured response system and a disciplined work culture. A healthy work environment also supports the development of human resources sustainably. When workers feel safe and protected, they will be more open in expressing ideas, providing input, and actively participating in the work process. This creates a collaborative, innovative, and enthusiastic work atmosphere, something that is much needed in facing the challenges of the times and rapid industrial change. Thus our discussion about health and safety in the workplace. We have learned what K3 is, the purpose of its implementation, types of hazards in the workplace, the role of each party, the use of personal protective equipment, emergency procedures, and the great benefits of a safe and healthy work environment. Hopefully this material is useful and can open our insights about the importance of maintaining safety and health, not only for ourselves, but also for our coworkers and the surrounding environment. Thank you for watching until the end. I am Devi FEJER ANGGRAENI. See you in the next learning video. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay enthusiastic.